Uh, we have to see for sure. Chances are he might not be able to play tomorrow, but he went through a lot more today, and he's up working with Dave right now. So we'll make the final determination tomorrow before the game. But chances. I mean, for sure, we think the second game's not going to be an issue at all. Tomorrow we'll have to see.
What do you think Sammy Ochoa in particular may have learned from that last year's encounter in the playoffs in terms of playing in a similar role?
Every time you get into the playoffs, you get more experience. I think for Sammy, this year was a difficult year. I want to concentrate on that more. He didn't get off to a good start. He allowed David to sort of take his opportunity. And then as David got hurt and the opportunity fell back to Sammy, he was really prepared to take advantage of it. And if he keeps that goal-scoring form that he's shown in the Open Cup and in Champions League and brings that into the game, tomorrow, that'll be very good for us.
Considering the aggregate of the 3 regular season games was 1-0, does that affect how you would react to, say, a 1-0 lead tomorrow as opposed to if you were playing a Galaxy or an Earthquake?
No, because the games are always going to be tight in the playoffs. It's very rare when you see a blowout. I mean, you look at the game last night between Chicago and Houston jumped on top 2-0, and you think, oh, maybe they're going to pull away, and all of a sudden there's a goal, and now it's a tight game down the stretch. So, it's the approach within the game is simply going to be that we want to win the game at home. It's about winning the game at home and getting at least a tie on the road, maybe winning on the road. If we do that, we advance. Doesn't matter whether that's 1-0 or whether that's 2-0. So obviously for us, it depends on the time in the game. Are you up 1-0 with 3 minutes to go, 5 minutes to go? Yeah, you might play a little bit differently at that stage. But being up 1-0 after 15 or 20 minutes is probably not going to alter all that much what you're doing.
Leo and Pat, injury status on those two?
Both getting better, both not available for tomorrow, but they're both getting better. Leo's actually advancing a little bit ahead of Pat right now.
We have been told some Seahawk markings will be on the game on the pitch tomorrow. What's sort of both the reality and sort of the just symbolism of that?
Yeah, I think our organization and this club has been tremendous about making sure that we always played our games on a soccer field, and that was pretty pristine. But we're an organization that works together, the Seahawks and ourselves, and they've done things to help us, and we've done things to help them. For us right now, from a physiological side, for the team, it made more sense to play the game on Friday. We realized that we'd have to deal with some markings. We're hoping, the end zone markings and the midfield marking we're fine with. If the border could be avoided, along the sidelines, that would be great, for us. But we understand that we're a cooperative organization, and there's been so much cooperation between the two organizations that this is a small thing for us to do, and it was the right thing to do in terms of choosing the date of the game for the team.
Back there is a familiar foe in the first round.
Whoever you're going to play is going to be a rematch. So whoever you play in the playoffs, you've already played 3 times, because we play against the Western Conference. So it doesn't matter whether that's RSL or whether that's the Galaxy, or whether that's San Jose. Sometimes I've always felt over my career it's easier to get prepared and to get up for teams that maybe you haven't defeated before in the regular season, or haven't done as easily against, because your team's going to be motivated and focused. Sometimes when you struggle, and I know years ago when I was at UCLA, we struggle if we draw a first-round playoff team that we had beaten 3 or 4-0 during the season. All of a sudden, that game was hard to get the guys up for psychologically. So, but with the games the way they are and as tight as the teams are, getting the team up is not an issue.
How much does the 0-0 draw from last month factor into this one, or not at all, just because of the different personnel?
No, we were quite happy with the 0-0 draw, considering the obstacles that we had to deal with in that game. With the number of injuries that we had in the back, Brad Evans playing right back and then center back, playing a man down for 60 minutes, and still creating chances, even playing a man down. So we're very pleased with what we did there, and we've got to build upon that, and play with 11 men and do well.
Freddie talked about there being pressure, but says it's a good pressure. Is that something you want to hear from your team at this point?
Yeah, pressure to me is an opportunity. You know, if you don't have pressure unless there's an opportunity, and so this is an opportunity for us to do well. The guys have been through it for 3 years. They know they want to do better than they've done in the past 3 years, and so that's the pressure that they're heaping on themselves. But as he said, it's a good pressure because it means they want to get after it. They want to go for it. They want to take hold of this opportunity.
I'm Kyle Beckerman.
I'm Landon Donovan.
I'm Dwayne De Rosario.
We love soccer. We train hard, we play hard, and we support with passion.
When it comes to discrimination, we don't cross the line.
No bullying, no racism, no sexism, no homophobia. No excuses, no exceptions.
Don't cross the line. If you're playing, training, supporting, or coaching, don't cross the line.